Greetings YouTube, welcome to 0AD Newbie Rush. I'm Jim Cogan. It's Sunday, it's 4v4 action yet again. And I have not seen this game, so I'm seeing this for the first time as you are. Let's go through the teams. We are on a medium-sized mainland map. I think it's the Alpine biome. It's the one with the pine trees, so I'm going with that. First up, Team 1 in the north. In the purple, we have God Horse, who you can see up here, and we have some extra columns in the NROC mod. We're now up to version 0.9.4. Again, big thanks to Langbart for making this incredible mod. He's also got it lined up neatly with the border at the top. It's getting better and better, and there's a few more surprises to come. But additions you'll note in this one, we have a champions column. It doesn't break them down between sort of cav or infantry champions or ranged or melee yet, but that might possibly be coming in a later edition. You'll just have to see. But for now, we have names, ratings, civs, and a champions column. We also still have the production column, which I hardly used last time, but we'll keep an eye on that. Let's go through the players and the teams. So Team 1 in the north. In the purple, God Horse, rated 1157, playing as the Ptolemies. Never seen God Horse play before. It's not just God Horse, it's capital S, it's God Horse. Know nothing about them. Relatively low rating, so possibly a player on the rise or a new player on the slump. We will see. Ptolemies, not my favourite civ ever, but we'll see if God Horse is an accomplished Ptolemies player in Alpha 24. Next up in the orange, making her second appearance on Newbie Rush, is Yekaterina, playing as the Macedonians. This is an interesting choice. After a brief foray with the Carthaginians, looks like Yekaterina has found something in the Macedonians. Rating 1417, a very tidy player. Let's have a look further on in the fuchsia. I suppose it's different to the purple. I'm going to have a word with Langbart about those two because they are a bit similar, but at least they're on the same team. In the fuchsia colour, we have Weird Jokes, good friend of the channel, rating now up to 1646. So a tidy player with an idle horse, so I'm going to wind him up about that. So Weird Jokes in the kind of fuchsia sort of colour, playing as the Romans, I believe. I should look up here. I can't get used to that. Romans. Again, one of the civs that's a bit maligned in Alpha 24. Don't know if this was a random or a choice, but we shall see. Romans, I still think, have got the potential to be tidy, even though they are getting a bad rap at the moment. So that's Weird Jokes in the fuchsia, and rounding out Team 1. In the blue, playing as the Persians, it's Noob Player. Whether they live up to the name, I don't know. From the looks of all the idle women there, maybe. I think they just sprung out. They don't seem to know where they're going. They're going to stand over there. They're doing farming straight away. So lots of early farming from Noob Player. Interesting. Rating of 1232. Never seen Noob Player before. Let's see how they are. We have a bit of... I thought we had a bit of early confrontation there. No kills yet. It's just scouting. Let's have a look at Team 2 as we're watching part of Team 1 scouting very close to Team 2. In the light blue or cyan, we have... Now, I don't know how to pronounce that. Is that Nixcoder? I'm going to go with Nixco because I will mess it up every time. Nixcoder. Possibly. Nixco or Nixcoder. Rated 1456, playing as the Kushites, who appears to have had a bit of an overhaul for Alpha 24. Looks like a decent player, possibly might offset some of the higher ranked players on the opposing side. Certainly appears to be Team 2's big hitter. You'd have to say, looking at the lineups, possibly Yekaterina and Weird Jokes. On paper, the best players, so slight advantage there. But let's have a look through the other players on Team 2. In the yellow, I think we've featured this player before. This is Avalo Uzanov, who I kept messing up their name last time because it was quite difficult to pronounce. Playing as also as the Macedonians. We have Macedonians on either side. So rating 1216. I can't remember what their rating was before. I think I featured them in an Alpha 23 replay. It'd be interesting to see how they have progressed. Moving along here in the red, we have, how do I pronounce this one? Is that Mamor? Mamor? Mamor 15. Mamor 15, that'll do. Mamor 15, rated 1257. Morians. I know nothing about these. I know nothing about this player either. So we shall see, as we're seeing Weird Joke sending noob player wood already in exchange for food. So there's inter-team sharing going on in Team 1. Nothing of the sort in Team 2 at this point. Let's round out Team 2 in the green. Euro Eddie. He's Eddie and he's from Europe somewhere. In the green, Romans, and rating of 1174. Let's have a quick look at the early populations. New player, and now Yekaterina has edged in front. Population of 56. Anybody channeling Cav? Looks like Mama 15 has gotten for 3 cavalry units. They are hunting over here at the back, so nobody really doing much in the way of raiding. Just looking around for what we've got. That is berries on the map there, not an enemy cavalry unit of one team's sneaking around. Limited scouting done. I don't know if any of the teams, the teams are getting, we're checking to see if they're getting that early vision. Yekaterina doesn't have it, but Godhorse has. This is the phase 1 ability, the cartography ability that lets you see what all your allies can see. This was added for Alpha 24. I must confess, I'm forever forgetting it's there. I'm so used to getting to phase 2, getting the market and getting the view upgrade from Alpha 23. I keep forgetting it's there. It's quite a lot to invest in phase 1. How are Team 2 don't seem to have gone in for it much either. Just having a look around. So it looks like Godhorse is the only person who's possibly taken this up. So Godhorse will know what's happening all through here, but nobody else will at the moment on Team 1, and completely in the dark as to what their colleagues are doing in Team 2. Population-wise, there has been a change. I've got to try and say it again. Nixco has moved into the lead with 77 population. In terms of infantry, it's still Yekaterina and Weird Jokes who are ahead there. And we're also seeing some cav from Ivalio Usimov, who is... He's got 4 cavalry units, and they are hunting as well. Where are they? Find out where they are. They're hunting down here. So short distance hunting. They've cleaned up the hunt. Are they going to go raiding, or have they got more hunt over here? And he's aware of it, so that's good. There are 3 horses going north. So is this going to be 3 horses raiding? He's got more hunt at the front. He's got hunt everywhere here. That is crazy. So Ivalio Uzimov has. I suspect we're probably going to see more hunt from him. Is he housed at the moment? I think he is. He's pop capped at the moment. Let's have a quick look at him. How's he doing? Yeah, completely pop capped at the moment. I wonder if he's going to notice that. Still population of 68. Weird Jokes has sprung into the lead. Population of 86. Tell a lie. Nick Skoda has just moved up to 90, so it's changing. Nobody seems to be close to phasing up. Let's just see if Nick Skoda is likely to. Not at this point. But in terms of infantry, Godhorse has only gone for 5 infantry, so it has a lot of women. He's on the flank too. This is a high-risk strategy. Where is the Has God Horse got any other infantry? I think all 5
Yeah,
infantry are there building houses. This is all women up here. So there is a lot of soft targets in God Horse's base there. I would be a bit worried about that. He has got lots of sentry towers going up, but he would be a prime target to get raided, especially as Nixcoder has reached the town phase, first player to do so. In the lead, it's a joint thing. New player, we've hardly looked at. Let's go and have a look at new player. We'll have a look at the flanks while we're here. So new player, they're slightly fallen behind Katerina. So team 1 absolutely cranking out all the infantry there from the looks of it. They have got 45, 39 and 44 respectively between those 3. They are the military force on the map at the moment, but possibly God Horse could be a weak link there if he doesn't start churning out infantry soon. New player has got 44 infantry, so the only person who's got any more than him is Katerina. He looks very strong. Euro Eddie has gone to phase 2. Euro Eddie, who is going to be facing off against new player, and Avalio Usinov has also gone to phase 2. Population of 82, 84 for Euro Eddie. Possibly they might have gone a bit early. Certainly this flank is largely wide open. There's one in Garrison Sentry Tower there. I'm not liking Euro Eddie's position. I think he's too wide open. He's not got any defences up. What infantry he has is at the back. Looks like he's a bit scared to commit to a front line there. Over here, I do like the look, however, of Nick Skoda's position. He has got decent population. He's certainly the one on Team 2 who's been churning out population and churning out infantry, although Mama 15 has caught up with, in fact, taken the lead there on that team. So those are the 2 infantry forces, although Mama 15 still in phase 1. Pretty much everybody is phasing up now. Gold Horse, the only player who hasn't phased up in Team 1, and Mama 15, the only player who hasn't phased up in Team 2. 1 death to report. It looks like Nick Skoda has killed something of Gold Horse's. I think that might have been... I'm not sure whether that was a female citizen or let's have a look. Gold Horse is certainly now responding and realizing he has to produce infantry. There's 11 now. I think that might have been somebody who strayed across the extreme. It was look at that. It was Gold Horse's lone cavalry unit that has bit the bullet. So it got too close. No sign of any advanced towers here. God Horse has now phased up, as has Mama, so everybody in phase 2. We're looking for confrontation. Evalio Izumov has got 6 horses, but they are still, as you'd expect, hunting. I don't think we're going to see much in the way of raiding. I think this is going to be a very much an infantry-led game. Quite solid walls now building up for God Horse. It's not going to be easy getting through these. Lots of women been employed to this. God Horse is up to 17 infantry. It's still the smallest infantry on the map of any of the armies by some considerable margin. Euro Eddie and Avalio Uzimov somewhat behind as well, but Nick Skoda and Mama 15 in the same ballpark as far as infantry goes. It's still new player at the moment who's got the largest population, and he's starting to produce a pretty solid front line of houses here. What have we here? It's a group of women surrounded by skirmishers and swordsmen. Where are they going? They are building a temple. So, yeah, Euro Eddie finally pretty much settling for a front line here. We're seeing some crazy trading in the market. Is anybody likely to phase up anytime soon? Let's have a look. at phase 2 buildings. We've got towers going up here. Anything new? No sign of a temple. Can't see. We've got markets at the back. Can't see blacksmith, although I'm useless with Persian buildings. I think they all look really similar. More barracks going up. What have we got back there? Another barracks and another barracks. So infantry definitely part of new player strategy. Tower being upgraded there, and another tower being built by Euro Eddie over this side. And we have Mammoth 15, an advanced party of woodcutters with a gathering elephant. So one of the massive advantages of the Morians. Still no sign of anybody phasing up further, but lots of market abuse going on here. They are raiding the market right, left and centre. Who is likely to be phasing up then? I'm looking at resources. You'd think possibly Katerina and Weird Jokes. Katerina has queued up phase 3, so that will be happening soon. Weird Jokes hasn't yet, God Horse hasn't yet, and New Player hasn't yet. So Katerina looks like she could be the first, but we have, I think, potentially a raid. So these are 6 horses from Ivalio Yuzimov, who look like they're going to come in on Gold Horse. So we've got a full frontal raid going on here as well. It's masses of light blue cyan infantry going in as archers, as you would expect in there, from a Kushite player. So the horses are coming in. This is quite a well coordinated raid. I'm quite impressed with this. So the horses are coming in and slaughtering the women. We know God Horse has lots of women. He's now got 53 infantry. They are being engaged in this sort of smash and grab here. In terms of kills, it's not really been massively successful. Nick Skoda has lost a hell of a lot of his units there. It's 16 lost, 17 lost for 18 now, for only taking 2 of God Horse's troops. God Horse is a killing machine. Look at this. I think he's totally taken out all the cavalry as well. Wow. What can you say? I was a bit critical of God Horse and his approach, but yeah, I'm really impressed with that. I think a lot of players would have panicked. That has mixed things up a little. Nick Skoda could afford to lose troops. He's got a population of 165. He has also phased up, as we knew Katerina was on his way. On her way, excuse me. So yeah, this is a weird one. New player has phased up, and so has Weird Jokes. And Nick Skoda is now raiding the market yet again. So yeah, what can you say? That possibly, I think they charged straight into a fully garrisoned tower and tried fighting in the shadow of it. That was a mistake, and so you can't afford to lose that many. There's still fighting going on. What's God Horse doing? I think God Horse has got such good coverage from these towers, and these guys are so close that yeah, Nick Skoda is losing lots of troops to this. We have rams out immediately. That was a very, very quick building of a siege workshop, and we have a huge expansion here from Weird Jokes. Right, how aggressive a move is this? It's right on Mama's territory, who has expanded himself there, but has got a lot to think about in the shape of around about 70, no, it's over 100 invading troops from Weird Jokes here, about to come down very heavy on him, I reckon. So at this point, we have walls going up for Euro Eddie. I don't think this is a good idea, because you could just go through the trees all around. So curious, an attempt at building a solid front. I don't think there's a very solid front here. I think Weird Jokes is building fortress now. I wouldn't want to be in that position, as we're seeing another incursion, or continued incursion. The Rams are going in on Godhorse. They've got a lot of tight angles to get through. Godhorse still killing at 3.3 to 1. He's lost a few in this little sortie here, but still killing more troops of Nick Skoda's than he is losing. Ivaio Yuzumov has sort of taken a backseat after losing his entire cavalry. And there's still, I think this is, we've got a couple of things to focus on. Sooner or later, we're going to see Weird Jokes have a proper go at Mammoth 15. Surely we're going to see Yekaterina. Yekaterina is sending in tons of troops to sort of supplement what's going on here. And the light blue player Nick Skoda has been very aggressive. He is now starting to make inroads, but he has still lost more troops. But the Rams are getting close to the business end here. Are they going in on the CC? They are rolling around now. And the infantry are in amongst it. Yekaterina is getting stuck into Nick Skoda's infantry over here. And we've got, what we got there? We've got foot companions. I'm going to have a look. Nobody's gone for champions yet, even though we got a champions column. So this is interesting. I think the CC might be coming down. Is that Ram going?
Yeah, see?
Trying to click on the Ram. The Ram is barely damaged. The CC is definitely damaged. This other Ram is sitting at the back here, can't get through. I don't think they're going to save that CC, are they? Oh, the Ram is now going. They started piling in. They're just going to save the CC. So that was quite daring do there. We're going to briefly have a look away at this flank over here. We are seeing a new player coming in heavily on the walls. They aren't going to stay there long. It's 4 Rams. Everybody else is hanging back, waiting for the defences to go. In they come. Is Weird Jokes making his move yet? Yes, he is. So they spotted a fortress going up and is looking to deny this. Still Godhorse, the main killer. Nick Skoda has definitely got some kills of his own now, but for the loss of a lot more. He's still only killing at 0.6. That fortress, I think, is going to be denied unless Weird Jokes runs out of troops over there. Go back to this main bit of battle. Yekaterina has definitely swung it in favour of in favour of Team 1 over here. It's got a siege tower. It's not got anybody in it, although I think people are going to pile into it soon when it goes forward. So Yekaterina drifting at the moment, doing nicely, keeping the peace down here, certainly keeping Nick Skoda honest. Nick Skoda in a bit of trouble, you would have to say. Down to a population of 153, is producing more than anyone else. We are seeing champions now. Yekaterina's got 8 champions out. Weird Jokes has got 5. It's quite a bloody conflict in here. We're also getting a bit of reinforcement. I think Ivaio Uzumov is sending infantry in to support Nick Skoda, so this is quite good teamwork going on too. We're seeing more Rams from Nick Skoda coming up the side. Nothing's got back close to CC. CC's been fixed up. Interesting, Godhorse Uredi is still in phase 2. Godhorse can upgrade. He's choosing not to at this point, or he's so distracted by this attack. The Rams coming in. Is Yekaterina going to be able to stop them? Taking down these towers will be quite good. A lot of losses have been incurred here. Still another one here.
Yeah, see?
And the siege tower seems to be cutting through the oncoming run of archers. You're not going to get much through that. People piling into it. There are 8 troops in it at the moment. I'm sort of keeping an eye around in case anything else happens. That fortress has got up, so Weird Jokes was not able to deny it. And is that war elephants? That is Indian war elephants. And are they going into war? It looks like they're tentatively being sent in against these champion. Yeah, these are the champion units. So we're seeing those up. I'm just making sure the actual champions column works. I have every faith it does. Will champions win matches in this? We've got 5 war elephants now. Is he sending them in on the fortress? If this expansion for Weird Jokes hits the buffers, that'd be a bit embarrassing. He has committed really heavily to this, and it is right on this front line. How are things looking over here? So that wall came down. They're through. They haven't got any siege at the moment. Some incredible casualties being taken. In terms of kills, New Player is the top killer. And in terms of losses, Euro Eddie is in massive, massive trouble. There is a ram very badly damaged. CC's gone, so he's already been through Euro Eddie. I think Euro Eddie is finished, to be honest. Has he got enough to build? He can build another CC and should be. I would question about putting it there though, but I guess where else can you put it? There aren't many neutral gaps that you could go into. It's only a matter of time until New Player comes down and kills everyone there. And we're looking over at this ongoing conflict. One of Nick Skoda's rams still badly damaged. It's not going to come in on the CC. He's trying to take out this tower. So Ekaterina has got 113 kills. Nick Skoda's still the top killer at the moment, 145, but also has taken the most losses. Godhorse has been humbled slightly, ever so slightly. Euro Eddie still hasn't phased up and is in serious, serious trouble. That CC's going up. Euro Eddie has got no infantry. It's all female citizens. Euro Eddie, I think, is up a certain creek without a paddle. He's having his ass handed to him by New Player at the moment. A little bit of support from Mama 15. Mama 15 is still producing these elephants. He's down to just the one champion that's going in. Like if the previous 5 didn't get anywhere near this fortress, this one on its own is not going to do very well. You can see the bodies here. So these are, what have we got? We've got Roman cavalry coming in, and well, they've got to stop the elephant. That's the main thing. Has he? Oh, he's got loads of things that could kill the elephant there. The elephant is surely not going to be allowed to cause too much damage. Out come the horses. It's a steady stream of elephants, and there is damage being inflicted, but there goes the elephant, and this one this one thinks better of it and retreats. How's Nick Skoda doing? He is starting to lose territory. He's having buildings destroyed on the extremities. He's still got a ram in there. We're hearing some curious noises. What's that noise? I don't know what that noise actually is. Is that the is that Spearman? Again, it's these Morris Dancer sound effects. Alpha 24. That was just lots of pikemen, spearmen doing their thing. Population-wise at the moment, New Player still top of the tree. Euro Eddie hasn't lost any more. 61. It's been given a bit of a few moments respite, but only 9 infantry. Not a fighting force at the moment. Weird Jokes has got 23 champion units. I wonder which ones they are. Are they in there? They are over there. Look at that heavy infantry. So it's probably just about the strongest champion units that the Romans can produce. And they seem to be doing all right. There's still a couple of elephants in there. They're not being able to get anywhere near. We've got catapults as well. Are we going to see some catapult action? So we have one other update in the Enrock mod. Apparently projectiles from catapults are much bigger. See how big they are? That was huge. You can actually see them going across. We don't seem to get the fire that we used to get from catapults in Alpha 23. I miss that. I guess rocks don't explode really, but that did kind of emphasize when you were hitting something. So the catapults were short-lived. There are no more in the pile. There's one there, but they're having to fall back a little. Lots of rams and hero and quite a few other units inside the fortress. and more inside the CC. We have some action here. Is this a sneaky attack? I think this is a sneak attack on Ekaterina. So Ekaterina has an expansion here, and there are a couple of rams of Nixgoda and a load of infantry, quite a lot of infantry in fact, from Evalio Uzimov. He is piling into the middle. Has he given up on this fight here? So we're just seeing the yeah, we're seeing an almost abandonment here. Has he got anything? He's in danger of actually losing these.
Yeah.
We've got more catapults. These belong to God Horse. They are positioning themselves. We've still got an attack coming out on this flank. So interesting. Changing up the angles. What do we got over here? God Horse has not got any champions. He has got a couple of siege units, as we saw the catapults. This ram's coming through largely unopposed. I don't think it's going to get to anything remotely dangerous, but interesting. Another ram coming in. Do rams fare well against these siege towers? Yeah, they're having to retreat. They're protecting the catapults, and the catapults have almost done for this ram. They could do with firing again. There it goes. So they made light work of that. So an open flank here for Nixgoda, but he's gone around wide on the side and absolutely ripping into Ekaterina's base. Is that a capture or a new build? I'm not sure. I think that was a capture. It said you turn your back for a couple of minutes and something else has happened somewhere else. Down here we are seeing what I think will be the death throes for Euro Eddie. Population down to 25. So no, sorry, 57. That's production. So trying to produce a lot, but it's going to be too late. It's going to lose a second CC. He's got no real infantry. He's got one infantryman somewhere. Is he in the CC? I think there's 9 of Mamas in the CC. But yeah, this is a loser. New player has got this, but this is quite a power base that they're building here. As Weird Jokes sort of retreats from this front line, he's still... I think he's given up this expansion in order to save Ekaterina's base, because this was getting a bit out of hand. Nixgoda and Evalio Uzimov are bursting through here in great numbers. Evalio Uzimov is now fighting in the shadow of Ekaterina's garrison tower and being attacked from behind by Weird Jokes. Ekaterina needs to get some troops back here to kind of save the rest of the base. Actually, this line of trees are kind of blocking their progress. Ekaterina has got a siege tower there. Evidently, Ekaterina is putting quite a lot of faith in siege towers at the moment, and it seems to be working, to be perfectly honest. They have certainly stopped the attack here. This attack for Nixgoda has kind of run out of steam. There's a small group of infantry coming in. Nixgoda has not gone in for champions. Weird Joke certainly has over here. And I think they're going to make light work of all of this infantry. And I think Ekaterina is going to sort out this situation here. We have a mass exodus of women from Euro Eddie. They're running away as the rest of Euro Eddie's base is overrun completely by New Player. New Player is probably going to sweep across here now. Suddenly Mama 15 looking a little bit vulnerable. Mama 15, has he pressed on? Has chosen not to press on, try and take this down while there aren't too many people around. There are 17 units inside. This attack from Nixgoda is slightly running out of steam. They're drawing the rams away from Ekaterina's CC. They're drawing them this way towards Godhorse's territory, and I don't think they're going to live long because they're getting peppered all over the place. That one's been destroyed. So there's still more infantry coming in, but it's single file infantry from Evalio Uzimov. He's got rams. They're too far behind this infantry. This infantry will be dead by the time the rams get there, so that's not good. Still ongoing conflict over here. What have we got happening over here? So it looks like a ram did get quite close to Katarina's base, but is that God Horse? No, Weird Jokes appears to have come to the rescue up there, so that was good timing. But they have got, Ivalio Yusinov has captured this tower off Katerina. There are 5 troops in it, and yeah, it's good territory. I still fancy Team 1 purely because they're effectively 1 player down.
Are we?
Yeah, Euro he can't do anything. He's got a group of women just standing idle in the middle, and a small contingent of buildings down here. Not enough to build a CC, and I don't think anybody's going to spare him any resource at this point. He's on his own. He's effectively a lame duck player. Let's hope there are proper resignations at the right time. Katerina seems to have forced this back and is now pressing back at Nick Skoda and Ivalio Yusimov, who are holding steady here. Will they have enough? So the siege towers, they don't have sort of a destroying effect on buildings, but they are good for bringing lots and lots of troops safely into the front line. The rams of Ivalio Yusimov are starting to take down houses, but it's not what you would call a sustained attack. There's still infantry coming in drips and drabs from Ivalio Yusimov. And there is still a small skirmish going on here. These rams are still here. I don't understand. Yeah, here we go. God Horse has got the big guns out on them. They will take down that ram and the small number of archers. He is still supplementing them. He's got reinforcements here. He's only committing small numbers and they are being pushed back. Down here, Weird Jokes is back to reinforcing this area. I am surprised he hasn't gone in for the push, but he doesn't really need to, because in comes New Player, who is apparently anything but a new player. Been a really impressive, dominant performance on this flank. He made light work of Euro Eddie and is now making light work of Mama 15. I don't think it will even need Weird Jokes to come in and assist here. Weird Joke's just holding his own. I think once these rams are destroyed, they will be turned onto Mama 15. No, he's retreating again. So letting New Player do all the damage and all the work down here. That CC's coming down. This could be the end of Mama 15. His population is falling, and New Player is going to be ripping his way through. So 2 teams. One largely defunct, no longer working, one without a CC and in enormous trouble. Is there still a northern CC here? Yeah, they've still got a CC up here. So all is not completely lost for Mama 15, although he's down to a population of 104 and is losing at an incredible rate. You might as well say all of this territory is lost. These rams are retreating back. I don't know where he's sending them. There are no targets over here. I don't know why he doesn't just press through. Could press through straight into Ivalio Yusinov's territory. Not sure why he doesn't. A large infantry concentration from Nick Skoda over here. They're going to have to be charging down a catapult and a fair amount of infantry here. I don't think there's a way through. Ekaterina and her army of siege towers with an army inside. There's small groups there. Ekaterina's population's dropped to little. It's down to 177. And the champions, it's still Ekaterina. Weird Jokes with the lion's share of champions. Don't underestimate champions in Alpha 24. They are match winners. And Team 2 just not employing them at the moment. The nearest we've seen was some champion elephants. I think at this stage, I think it's fair to say it looks like the writing could be on the wall for Team 2. Unless they pull out some incredible tactical move. And it looks like New Player is building a new power base here. Where have their rams gone? Their rams are just sitting pretty there. Out of view of Ivalio Yusimov, who I think this had to be fought all the way back here. But 2 rams and infantry building up, they're not... Yeah, they're not going to be effective. They're coming into this wall of siege towers, and the archers are not effective against them. But they can fire back, and they are killing archers right, left, and centre. This small incursion over here, it's not a committed enough attack.
Yeah, Steve?
They're not getting anywhere near the catapults, and Godhorse can just hold them up. What's going to give next? I suspect new player is just going to totally wipe out all of Mummer's territory there. Finally, Weird Jokes has pressed the button, sent the rams in, and oh, the rams are retreating again. There is a catapult firing at this fortress. I don't know why it doesn't commit them. The archers are not going to hurt them too much, but he's waiting for Roman swordsmen to come in. What are they doing? Are they piling into the rams? Or are they repairing the rams? I'm not sure what they're trying to do. They're going to kill archers. Pretty certain of it. Katerina providing a solid projectile here. Cover for the catapults. This is good tactical play. So nobody can get near the catapults. These siege towers are in the way. They are more or less sort of quite heavily laden with troops. They're firing arrows. These are keeping the archers at bay. Archers not been that effective in the attacking side of things today. Facing a bit of resistance, but that fortress shows no sign of coming down. It's being repaired as well as we speak. I'm looking for who's inflicting the losses. Weird Jokes is the major loss inflictor at the moment. Did we have a fight back there, or is it just no? This is the loyalty on these towers. They're changing. New player, is he pressing on? He's moved his rams down here. He's now knocking on the door of Ivalio Yuzimov, and that could be curtains. He's trying to sneak around the back. Godhorse playing it shrewd. His catapults are up here. They fought Nixcoda all the way back to this tower. It's it's a tower that they're trying to capture. So Katerina's got troops trying to capture this with priests and with a hero. That tower is not going anywhere, surely. And it's like a lure. They're luring Nixcoda's troops into the area here. They're getting blown up by the projectiles from the catapults. That tower has changed hands, is it? That tower is no longer light blue. What's happened over here? We've had a resignation. Nixcoda has thrown in the towel completely and utterly. I think we're going to see further resignation. Nixcoda has decided he cannot fight this. Possibly a little premature. He was getting pounded over this side. And we're now seeing a major movement. I think we're going to see other resignations now. Now that Nixcoda, who was the main threat, I think, we're seeing Ivalio Yuzimov. They're coming streaming in on the rams, and Siege are going to be just behind. New player, has he committed? He's committed down south. So, yeah, two-pronged attack. Mama 15 is he still over here? He's lost all his buildings, so he's in terrible trouble. Population of 62. Ivalio Yuzimov, population of 124 and falling. He is the last point of resistance. If they get that CC, it's game over already. We can tell exactly who's going to win. Euro Eddie has been slaughtered, so he's out of it. Murmur down to a population of 61. Within that, there are still 38 infantry, so they are dangerous, but not really a big fighting force. It wouldn't surprise me. What are we on? 33 minutes. And yeah, Ivalio Yuzimov CC has gone. He is looking like he's going to get defeated very soon. Population plummeting, and he's resigned. So we are left with Murmur 15 With no CC remaining, it's only a matter of time when he goes. His sole forces include this elephant, some structures over here, and apparently 54 people and dropping. You should chuck in the towel now. It's all over. Team 1 have been far stronger. He's keeping it going. It's down to 48. Where are all his forces? There's a few dotted around. I'm not sure where they are concentrated to. Let's have a look. He's got some troops in here. Got a few hidden in a temple. Few over here. That's an elephant. So yeah, it's all over bar the shouting at the moment. How long is Mama 15 gonna hang out? I think we'll speed this up till the end. Let's put it on insane speed. So he's survived about a minute as the sole player. In comes everything to splatter Mama 15. They come streaming out. Down to population of 35. Everything's sped up now. Where are they all hiding? Are they hiding in houses? Yeah, there's women in houses. Resign! Come on, resign! It's all over. Do the honourable thing. Fall upon your sword. Mama 15 seems to be intent to sacrifice everybody to the last citizen. Let's speed it right up then. Let's go 10 times. He still hasn't resigned. Population's down to 19. They're going to kill that elephant. It makes a run for it. So he is still driving his players. He's making the elephant do a runner. The horses are going to get him. Population now down to 8. He will not chuck this in. It's going to be when there's nobody left. I think they're all in. Are they all in a tower? That is the end. Finally. Finally, Murmur 15. He would not. He went on his shield. I'll give him that. It probably would have been easier for us if he resigned about 5 minutes ago, but that is the end. A resounding win for Team 1. Let's have a look at the stats and see what that shows us. So there you go, double the score. A huge margin of victory, 60,615. Plays the slightly paltry looking 36,680, and in all aspects a far higher score for Team 1. Individually, Weird Jokes and New Player because he knocked over 2 civs quite early on, was not opposed on that flank at all. Faced no resistance whatsoever, but gets that high score across pretty much everything. No, Weird Jokes gets the military honours there. He was really good too. Katerina, good supporting role, pretty dangerous with those siege towers, especially supported by the catapults of Godhorse. Interesting game. I did say on paper earlier on, it looked like with Katerina and Weird Jokes on that team, that Team 1 would be strong. They turned out to be so, but they were stronger in ways that I was not expecting. Katerina and Weird Jokes did indeed play well, lived up to their ratings. Weird Jokes especially never looked in any bother whatsoever. But New Player just knew he had the drop on Euroedi and Mama 15, and pretty much on Ivalio Uzimov as well. Nick Skoda looked like he was going to be the principal threat, but he ran into Godhorse early on and lost that early confrontation. And I don't think Nick Skoda looked like a massive fighting force thereafter. Every attack he did, it looked like it could be effective, and it ran out of steam really quickly. Good defensive play from Team 1, and when the time came, it was good aggressive play as well. Let's have a quick look at... We'll have a look at the units trained and the speed with which they were trained. Definitely Nick Skoda was very, very effective at training. He probably would not have been out of place in that Team 1 roster. He was their danger player. Little bit disappointed with the other three. They are obviously less experienced. Nick Skoda came up against a team that were at the top of their game and defending solidly and then attacking really well. Player of the day then, let's have a look. I don't quite know who to give it to. I think I'm going to give it to the whole of Team 1 shared between them. Every single player did something I really liked in that game. I was very impressed with God Horse's defending early on. I was very impressed with Weird Joke's ability to both expand and then get back to defend. Ekaterina and her experiment with these siege towers didn't look in any bother. At one point, I thought Nick Skoda was going to take down the base and was threatening Ekaterina, but she was supported by Weird Joke, so good support, and Ekaterina supported Godhorse. New player didn't really need any support. He didn't come up against any resistance anywhere in that game. But it was such that I feel it's hard to pick out one player over the others. I thought it was a great team performance by Team 1. And I would spread it evenly between them. Hard luck on Team 2. Euro Eddie, lowest, am I right in thinking? Not the lowest, no, Godhorse was the lowest rated player in the game. But Euro Eddie looked the least experienced. I did say his flank looked very weak, and new player did exactly what I thought he was going to do and marched in there and wiped him out. Evalio Uzimov produced a lot of infantry, got a decent amount of military out, but they were not effective killing machines. If we look at the old kill-death ratios here, nobody on Team 1 got even close to a 1-to-1 kill-death ratio. Whereas Team 2, it was 2+ for all of them. Godhorse got 1.15. Became less effective a killing machine the later it went into the match. He spent a lot of his time defending his flank, but his CC never fell. It didn't come close to falling. Maybe there was one point when there was one ram bearing down on it, and I thought he was going to lose it. But other than that, solid defensive performance. You can't say that Team 2 let themselves down. I just don't think they had the requisite experience. Mama 15, not really an attacking force. Evalio Uzimov tried to be, but again, ran out of steam. And Nick Skoda pushed, possibly wasn't fully supported, but was not an effective killing machine either. So all that remains to say is congratulations to Team 1 on a very good victory. And just a quick word at the end, a big thanks to everybody who has submitted videos after my call to action last week. I'm going to repeat that call to action because I want more replays. I want as many replays from as many different people as I can, just to keep the diversity up, because I want to do a lot more games on a much more regular schedule. So please, please, please keep sending in your videos. It is always much appreciated. I may have been a bit slow getting back to people in thanking them for sending them in. It's been a hell of a week for me. Lots and lots of stuff happening in my world at the moment. But if you've sent replays in, rest assured I do look at them all. I do aim to feature them all. So keep them coming. We want more 1v1s for midweek games, and we want more team games for Sunday games. Usual terms and conditions apply. As long as they're good games, they're close, they're exciting, not like complete 5-minute walkovers, unless it's done spectacularly. But 1v1s ideally under 40 minutes, unless it's a great game, and team games ideally an hour or less, unless it's the best game you've ever seen. But thank you to everybody who submitted games. This week's game submitted by Ekaterina. Massive thanks for that, Ekaterina. Got a few more of yours possibly lined up in the future. Got some more games from Weird Jokes, and I've got a whole load of games from a few other people as well. So there's some new faces coming up. But all that remains to say, once again, congratulations to Team 1 on that victory. Thank you again to Ekaterina for submitting this game. There we go. great game. Really enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do leave a comment, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon to be notified of future episodes. If you'd like one of your matches featured on the show, see the video description of how you can submit your replays. And if you can't wait for the next episode, then why not check out these playlists in the end titles for more replays, commentary, and tutorials on 0 AD Newbie Rush. I'll see you in the next video.